YTPC, Mark VB, coming at you via the virtual airwaves of YouTube to say hello in the special Cars edition of my channel. I'm driving back to work and I figured, I was trying to record, so I had a video in the bank, like 14 minutes, 15 minutes, ready to go, ready to post. And I go back and review the video, like as any good content creator would do, is they'd review their own work kind of thing. And had no audio, so I got to scrap that and start over, do another video, which is fine. It wasn't very long, but it was a passion project. Not really, but. So the reason I came on is because this past week, I think I tried to record it like Friday or Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. I don't remember, but it was early enough in the week to where they had just come out with Smokingpipes had just come out with their newest 25th anniversary release, and so what they've been doing is they release something every. I don't know if they're once a month or once every other month kind of thing. They do like a special release for the 25th. And sorry, let's say this person tailing me. And so I think in January they had come out with a line of 7LE. I forget if it was a particular title. I don't think it's in the 7LE. What's the name of the series? Autograph series, where they're like premium, super expensive. They were pricey, like $300, $300 to $400, depending on the finish. I think they had some smooth, some rusticated, some sandblast kind of thing. And I think they were all different price point, which is not uncommon for a mark like 7LE. And then in March they came, or February, I can't remember if it was February or March, they released a collaboration with Dunhill, which they've done in the past. So this wasn't necessarily something new that they've done, but it was a 2-pipe set, commemorative set for their 25th from Dunhill, which their Dunhill. Dunhill's expensive, and so especially something collectible. So it was, maybe $2,500. I don't recall the exact price right off, but it was in that mid 2000s. I was like, okay, yeah, that's not something for me, but yeah. So I think they still have a few more if you want to go check them out. But as the Castello codger, as the man touted to self-touted to be the paragon of collectability and collections of Castellos, which I'm not, but I have I think I have a pretty decent collection at this point. I would be interested in a Castello release. Something that is tailored to the Castello aficionado, as it were. And so this past week they released a collaboration with Castello. It was a really, really nice big line, which is not my speed. I don't like the big line pipes, but it was a really nice big line Pezzo Unico, which is what they consider to be their museum grade pipe, which is not usually sold to the public. It usually goes in their private museum. But they decided they made, I think, eight big line Pezzo Unico pipes, and they were done in the Laduna finish. I think in Italian it's Laduna. We call it Ladune. I think I forget what the exact finish is called, but in English I know Laduna is the Italian. I shop in Italy more than I do America when it comes to Castello. Anyway, so and La Duna is like one of their super, not rare finishes, but it's not as common, and it's very unique looking. So if you've ever seen a La Duna pipe, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it almost has like a to me it looks like a carapace to like a bug or something like that. I know that's kind of a weird description, but it doesn't look. It looks organic, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so where I'm going with this is the Castello. I was like, if as a Castello collector, I would have considered it for their 25th. For sure. I bought their 20th anniversary pipe. And that was a number, I believe it was a number 10, and that's why I bought it. But it had a saddle bit stem, and it was really gorgeous. A nice little 20th Smokingpipes logo engraved on it. It was a really, really, really nice collaboration they did, and it wasn't like overly expensive. I don't remember the exact price, but it was in the mid hundreds if I have to recall correctly. But it's something I was willing to pay, for a Castello, especially something as notable as their 20th anniversary. So I was like, the 25th anniversary is going to be amazing, I'm sure, and it is. But it is $3,600, and that's ridiculous. Like, who is that? Who are they marketing that to? Like, I don't understand. I'm a little fired up about it. The wound is still fresh. And they've sold like 4 of them, which is crazy. Like, I'm sure Rich Esserman's got one. I'm sure one of those 4 is Rich Esserman. But no, I can't justify $1,000, much less $3,590. So after tax, it's almost $4,000. I'm like, who do they think? I don't know. I don't understand the marketing for that. I think it's a bit of a misfire. Not like make something for people that like can afford it. Like I get not every pipe on Smokingpipes is meant for somebody who is, looking for budget pipes, or all they want is something in that $100 to $300 range, and that they do have some super premium offerings. I get that. I totally understand the idea of having a super premium offering, but when they do these collaborative projects with these renowned carving houses like Castello and Dunhill, you would expect it to be something that would be in the realm of like, that's what a normal collector would try to buy. And so with the Dunhill, it was like a Briere and a shell finish pipe. I think one was a billiard and one may have been a poker. Like, this is something that I would see like myself buying. I'm still not going to buy a 2-pipe set from Dunhill, although it's really gorgeous, and it definitely crossed my mind. I was like, how can I work this? And I'm like, no, you know what? I don't want to work that. That's too much money. But this is like, the big line pipes are really for a very niche, like within a niche within a niche, like somebody who is a Castello collector but also likes the big line pipes, and they are big, like they're huge. And they're just not for most Castello collectors. So for them to release something like that, something very specific, it just felt like it was not meant for people that support Smokingpipes. And I don't mean to say it felt like an insult, but it kind of felt like an insult. Can you tell I'm upset? Yeah, I'm a little frustrated with that. I hope they release something. I hope they have something else with Castello in mind for their 25th, because that is just not something most Castello collectors are going to be able to say, yeah, I'll buy that. No, 8 people are going to buy, like, maybe. They sold 4, but I don't know. I just don't feel, I wouldn't feel right about spending that kind of money, and my wife would literally kill me. So sorry this video was a bit of a rant. I felt really passionate about saying something about it, because it was like, Castello, I love you, but like, you could have done a little better than to release a pipe that wasn't for your wider audience. I don't know. I just like, I really would have considered it. Really would have considered it if it was like, you know, in that one and some digits range. But at that price, I'm like, nah, no way. Not even for the Castello Codger will a $3,600 Castello be bought. Like, that's just not going to happen. So, oh well. If that's your speed, if you think you can swing 36 grand, 3.6 grand, you go right ahead. Like, that's all you. I got this dude pulling up next to me and just kind of like walking around his car. It's like, it's kind of awkward when you're like talking to a camera and somebody's like literally right next to your car. I don't know. Anyway, he's gone. But yeah. Oh well. So the Castello Codger is still out looking for a new Castello. I got plenty to show you. I can't wait. The next video I'm going to do will be a review, of all things. I think we're going to do a review. And it'll probably be a Cornell deal. So something approachable, something that most people can find and buy, and not something that's like a special edition or a small batch, can't buy it thing. That's my metric for doing a review. Is got to be something that you could buy, and something that isn't like discontinued or super rare, or yeah. So I just don't want to review things like Red Flake or Sun Bear. Like, those are good tobaccos, but they're not always accessible. So anyway, that's it. That's all I got. A little rant. Hope you enjoyed me whining about Castello and Smokingpipes. Still love them, but this hurt, guys. This really kind of this damaged my my soul. So anyway, see y'all later.